Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Black Ops Cold War video today. This video is long overdue for a lot of people on the channel, and I've been asked to make this video for a long time, and today we're finally doing it. So it's how to get point blank kills that a little bit easier and get SMGs gold a lot faster. Now, SMGs in general are quite easy to get gold. The only problem with them is getting the point blank kills. Now, these can take absolutely ages if you don't do it right and you don't follow the correct method of doing it, and it can pose to be very difficult for some people. So in the last few days, I've been challenged to get the SMGs gold and see how fast I can actually do it, and basically see what all the fuss is about with these point blanks. And at the start, yes, I can 100% see why people hate these point blank challenges, because there's points where you believe that you are going to get a point blank, you're right up next to someone, and then it doesn't count because they've rather moved slightly away or you're not close enough to them. And at the start, I could see exactly why this was a big problem. But when I started playing a little bit more, I started obviously to get them a lot faster and a lot more frequently, and eventually I was getting like 20 to 25 a game at some point. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to do that and the best tips from me for you guys to do that. So in the background of this video, you guys are going to see a gameplay of just like different bits of cut up for me getting point blank kills. So this is just from every single SMG in the category, just trying to get the point blanks. And as you can see, a lot of the lobbies I were in, I was waiting in corners, I was only playing on small maps, and I was trying to just get them when possible. The worst thing for you guys to do is always try and go for point blank kills, because if you're trying to run up on an enemy, sometimes they're going to shoot you. Obviously, that's exactly how it is. And sometimes it can get frustrating when you've died 5 or 6 times in a row just because you've seen an enemy in front of you but they're not close enough for a point blank, so you've left them and tried to run up to them, and obviously that's not the way to do it. It really does not help your sanity doing that. Stick to small maps. So the maps I typically go for when going for these point blanks is of course Nuketown, Raid is a really good one as well, and Crossroads. Those three are my absolute go-tos for getting point blanks. The reason being because everything is very secluded, everything is very small, all the doorways are very narrow, there's only a couple of ways to get from one end of the map to the other, especially on somewhere like Crossroads where you can camp in like one of the buildings when they come through. That thing is absolutely sick for point blank kills. Honestly, you can sit in doorways, you can like go behind their spawn and where the flags are and try and get them from there, and it's just a really good way to get them, especially on Nuketown as well. You can stay in the buildings or the houses, and again you can stay inside the bottom of the houses when they come in from spawn, you can sit in the garages when they come in from spawn, you can sit upstairs when they're coming through spawn. There are so many different places on Nuketown you can get these kills as well, and even when they're pushing objectives, you can sit on objectives or throw a smoke down or something, and when they come in you can then get that point blank kill. Raid's quite a difficult one because there are a lot of long lines of sight on Raid, so sometimes it can prove to be quite difficult, but again, the best thing to do on Raid is to sit in the 2 corners of the map. So again, both of the houses on either side of the map, so obviously both of those come straight from the flag, so you can sit in the corner there and you can wait for them to come past you. On the house near the garage, and obviously the other house where the basketball court is as well, you can sit in those houses and just wait for them to come in, and again that works well for me. I always managed to get them quite often on that map. But again, the 2 best maps I would say are Nuketown and Crossroads. Tip number 2, I would use smoke grenades. Smoke grenades are so effective when doing this challenge, and you wouldn't actually think they would be, but they really are. I would throw a smoke down on a flag or throw a smoke down on a doorway when enemies are coming through. Obviously they're not going to see you straight away, so you can easily run up and slide to them and get that kill, and that counts as a point blank. That's 100% a really effective tactic to do. I would try and avoid the larger maps though, because again, you are going to get destroyed, and they are point blank kills. They are designed to be next to the enemy, so you don't want to be on a map where you've got to run ages. It's effective to be on like a smaller map like Nuketown or Crossroads and just throw smokes down and get those kills. Honestly guys, you'll get them so much faster using smokes. Tip number 3, and this is something that I wasn't aware of at the start, is you can actually aim in and hip fire to get point blank kills. You don't need to just hip fire. So a lot of the gameplay you're seeing is me just hip firing, because I thought that for some reason that you couldn't aim in. You can aim in, so make sure that you are doing that, because for some reason sometimes when you are using hip fire and using point blank kills, sometimes the aim assist is a bit off and it doesn't really work. So aiming in will help that, will mitigate that massively, and really help you guys get those point blanks easier. The next tip is around the class setup you use on the weapons. Now, the question is there actually a class setup that really does help point blanks? Is there a set class setup you should use on your SMGs? The answer is no. However, there are set attachments you can use to really help get those point blank kills easier. Now, one of them, as I mentioned in my last point, was around hip firing and things like that. I would equip a laser sight, which allows you to hip fire much easier, for the fact that if you don't need to aim in, you can sometimes just go up to the enemies and get the hip fire kill, which is much faster. And again, you can then get that kill a lot quicker and move on to the next one. I would use a laser sight, which allows you to hip fire really, really easy. That's my personal go-to. I'll also put an extended mag on, which allows you to obviously have that extra ammo so you can get more kills in one life. That's probably the best thing to do as well. And to be fair, the other ones, they don't really matter that much. And again, they're the two attachments I would make sure you've got on an SMG when you are doing these point blanks. The next tip for you guys is around Armada. So this is a really, really effective map also for getting these point blank kills, but it can be a little bit more tedious than what it would be on a smaller map. So on Armada, obviously you've got the two ladders either side of the middle of the map, so that goes into the middle of the boat effectively. You can use those to your advantage massively. So obviously the two flags are literally opposite the ladders, so you can literally lie down on the ladders and get the point blanks as they come up. That would work as well, but again, that might be a little bit tedious for you, so it may not be the best thing to do. But I did it on a couple of occasions and it did actually work quite well for me, and for shotguns as well, because shotguns do have point blanks. But guys, using these tactics, I literally got point blanks done in like a day. Like I got all of the SMGs done in almost one whole day, and it absolutely was the best thing to do. I would potentially target the worst SMGs and go to the best ones, just so you lose your sanity to start with, but then you obviously enjoy it as you go along. And again, can you enjoy doing point blanks? I didn't really enjoy it that much, but again, I did them much faster than when I did kills behind cover. So point blanks, I would quite happily do them on ARs again. So for me, I would personally target the KSP first, just so you can get it out of the way, because again, it is classed as the worst SMG in the class. Get that thing out of the way first, and then absolutely smash the rest of them. Again, it doesn't really matter what they are after that. Potentially do the KSP, then do the Milano, and then you should probably target something like the Bullfrog, and then go with the AK and then the MP5. But I would personally go with the worst SMG first, and then finish on the best one, so then you can enjoy it that little bit more when going for it gold. But guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope these tips really did help you guys. But again, a recap, go through the video. But again, a very short recap of what the points were. Play on small maps such as Crossroads or Nuketown. Use the smoke grenades to your advantage on these smaller maps to be able to get those point blank kills a lot faster. Target the worst weapons first, and then also camp the stairs or ladders on Armada. It really does help. But guys, that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe down below if you are brand new around here as well. If these tips did help you, we are very close to 2.1k subs. That's absolutely freaking sick. So guys, if you can help me get there, that'll be absolutely amazing. But guys, we'll see you in the next one.